Hi, this is a quick video just to demonstrate a nitric oxide sensor, what you can expect from a nitric oxide sensor from ZP. It's probably worth saying that what it will allow you to achieve is a scientific experiment. I want to kind of be purposeful with that language and not talk about clinical, let's say, experiments. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to change here. I'm going to pull out a new sensor. So I have some sensors here. These sensors are designed only to work with the sensor or potentiostat. You can see that we have a very distinctive, easy to use click-in capability there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a blank sample onto the instrument. So I'll just hit continue. In fact, let me put the sample on first. So essentially, imagine this is a sample without NO in it, nitric oxide that is. And then I go start measurement, and I should be very quick. Now I'm going to put in a fake sample of nitric oxide, because nitric oxide itself, I'm just simulating the experiment because it's actually toxic and I wouldn't handle it. Even if it's at low concentrations, I couldn't handle it in this situation. So let me sort of put in a drop here, and then the sensor will, let me put in a bit more. And you can see that, in fact, every time I put a little drop in, the signal will increase, and then it actually came to an end on the experiment. But what I'm describing here is really, this is a, how do I put this? This is a scientific experiment, a scientific proof of principle. It's not a clinical experiment where one is able to kind of make, necessarily without some kind of investment of effort, is able to make clinical, you can put clinical samples on it, but I don't want to make out that this is a clinical instrument. What I am going to do is just share my screen. So the data, it does say here, upload complete. So every time you do a measurement, it's quite useful because in fact, the data gets put into the cloud. I can see my baseline here, and then I can see my signal changes as I was adding in that essentially faux sample of nitric oxide. So if you have any questions on ZP, please feel free to reach out to us. What I've said here is that it's the sensor or potentiostat that you can use, and it's also the nitric oxide sensors will work together. But understand there's a gap between doing a scientific proof of principle and its routine use in as a clinical device. It's probably worth saying that ZP is an ISO 13485 company, so if startups or well-funded companies do want us to turn this into a more clinical ready assay, they can do that, but that's not an inconsiderable that is a considerable amount to actually lift it to that kind of level. Okay, I hope that's useful. Thank you very much.